Well, now we're going to go ahead and take a look really quickly at how exactly you are going to go about completing homework assignments this semester and exams and submitting that work to me. Now remember that homework assignments in this class are typically going to be assigned on a Thursday and due the following Wednesday by midnight. Now, if you want to find homework assignments, remember that these are going to be separate from the worksheets that are going to be associated with each section, which are not collected for a grade. Homework assignments are going to appear here underneath this homework tab. You can see that I have all of these different folders for the different assignments. If I was going to go underneath homework number 1, you'll see that I have a submission link here for where I'm going to submit the assignment. And on the day the assignment is actually assigned, you will see an additional file pop up here. That file will look something like this, and it'll be homework number 1. Now I'll show you here what homework number 1 looks like. What it will be is a set of separate questions that you're going to be required to go through and address and answer. These should be done on a separate sheet of paper, and it's fine if you do that either by hand or if you're taking it like electronically, say like using OneNote on an iPad or something, that's totally okay. But you want to answer these questions based on the topics and the ideas we've been discussing in class. And once you've actually done that, you would be ready to submit it. It would be the same thing for exams. Exams, I'll have a file that will pop up on the day of the exam, and your job will be to open that file, fill out all the details, and then go to the submission link. Now, when I'm submitting, I would click on the associated link, and I can attach my file back into this in order to submit it. Now the easiest way to do this would be to actually attach them as PDF files. Those would be the easiest for me to open, and it will create probably the least headaches for the both of us. Now if you're having difficulty doing that, you can either one easy way to do that is to get like a free app on your phone, something like TurboScan, I believe is a free app. It'll allow you to take pictures and it'll automatically convert those to PDFs and you can send those. If you're ever having trouble submitting via this system, it's always okay to also email me. I've had a lot of students do that in the past, especially if they're nervous about getting their exam in on time or something, and they want to email me the file just because it's a bit simpler. That's totally okay. When you do attach it here though, please be aware that you have to click the submit button. If you just click save as a draft, that will not submit it and I will not receive your work, and then you will not receive a grade because you didn't submit the assignment. So you have to make sure that you click submit. If you click save for a draft and you didn't submit the assignment, you're out of luck. Now keep in mind that I'm going to be setting the number of submissions that is allowable for each person to be unlimited, meaning that you can actually submit and resubmit assignments as many times as you need before the due date. Once the due date is passed, I will grade your best assignment. Okay? So what that means is that don't feel nervous about hitting that submit button, because even if you accidentally screw something up, you can just go down here, resubmit something new, and type me a comment. Say, hey Kyle, use my second submission. I'm really sorry I forgot to attach problem number 3. That's totally okay. It's not an issue. Now, we're going to have something very similar when we deal with exams and submitting exams. Each exam is going to be located underneath the appropriate exam materials folder. And so you'll see down here near the bottom, I have the exam folder with all the details about timing. And then you'll also see that I have 2 files here, and one of these will show up on the day that you take the test. This is what my exam is typically going to look like, something like this. It'll have the first exam is over the course of 7 pages, and you'll be able to use or read all the directions here. Now, when I take a look at the exam submission, it's the same basic idea. When I click on this, I can just attach my exam, and I have to make sure I hit the submit button. Hopefully this gives you a good idea of how you're going to go about actually filling out each of your homeworks and exams, and then going through and submitting those to me. And of course, if you have any questions, please let me know.